G'day guys, welcome to Scotch Down Under. I'm Ken.
I'm Scott.
And I'm the cue ball.
And today we have nothing. But the mailman did arrive.
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he bring?
I
brought
don't
a
know.
box.
We have a box.
A box.
Yes.
Does
We have
anybody
a box.
know what's in the box? Because I don't.
I don't know what's in the box. This is a mystery box.
You kind of do.
I did order it, so
Because
yeah.
you won't tell us.
And
Has anyone got a knife?
I've got a knife.
You got a knife?
Yeah.
It's got it.
Here we go. Hang on.
No.
What?
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Oh.
Well, let's get it open so we can get this box out of the way because
Jesus Christ.
blocking the shot.
There's whiskey in here.
I'm just going to put that away.
And we have
Yeah.
peanuts.
Peanuts.
Foam peanuts
Ooh.
with everything.
And we have a tube.
Oh, I can't even see what that is.
I can't see what it is. Anyway, get rid of that.
Yep.
So would you like to see what it is?
I'd love to see what it is. Oh, I saw what it is. Ooh. Yes.
So it's a Loch Lomond Inkerman special release 2007 for the Whisky Club in Australia.
Non-chill filtered, natural colour.
Yes. And it's meant to be peaty.
Peaty. Alright.
Yeah.
Inchmoan.
Inchmoan, that's the one.
No, I'm not going to say that. Bottled October 19, distilled 2007.
Yep.
American Oak, Members Edition.
Members edition.
It is a beautiful tube.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's something. That's very nice packaging.
That's
It
classy
is
as hell.
very nice. So do you guys know anything about the Loch Lomond Distillery?
Not a thing.
I did a little bit.
I know
of
the
reading.
name Loch Lomond. I'm pretty sure it's mentioned in a Scottish ballad or two, but
Yes, it is actually quite a famous place. But this is a members-only release, but they do have a few other expressions. But they have a whole bunch of other stuff under different labelling that they produce as well. And these guys were actually started by an American guy
in Scotland.
in Scotland.
Nice.
Huh.
And they actually have two different still types. So they have their normal pot stills, but they also have some column stills.
Oh, coffee stills?
It's column coffee, one of those.
Yeah.
And so they're able to produce a whole pile of different ranges of expressions. So they can do peaty stuff, they can do the lowlands, highlands, all different type of stuff. And they're actually in between lowlands and the highlands, right on the
Midlands.
imaginary border that they have. Non-chill filtered, non-coloured, 48% ABV, which is really good. But let's have a look at this label and this. I'm gonna.
Oh,
You have a
look.
look at that.
Look.
Ah!
Trying
look
to
at
break shit now.
I want to look at this tube.
I mean, the coolest thing for me is that the name is actually moulded in the glass, and then you've got the label there as well, and that's stylish and it's classy. It's
Is that a deer? Would you say, or
just a stag,
a
mate.
big stag?
Stag.
Yeah, hold on. Well, we got some writing here.
But hang on, is that like a? It is like a skyline in the background. It looks like it's got kind of like something stuck between its antlers. But
Oh, and there's a crown too. Look at that.
And
There's a
there's a
crown
crown.
on top. Oh,
American Oak, non-chill filtered, natural colour.
master blender is Michael Henry, so he hand-picked this. Single cask, combination of extra long fermentation, different types of malt still, and careful cask management, and our on-site cooperage. Loch Lomond single malts are renowned for their underlying fruity character.
Fruity.
They're very fruity.
Excellent.
I do like that.
Just music to your ears, isn't it?
It's the best sound ever invented.
Oh, that colour. It's just beautiful, pale.
Yeah.
golden straw.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So we're going
straw.
big paws, are we?
A good pour.
Generous.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gone in for a nose already.
I got the peat.
Oh,
That is very subtle in colour.
it's not a real punchy peat though.
No, it's not in your face.
It's more like a bit of a slap and tickle rather than a punch.
Yes. A little, how you going, mate?
Bit of air to go.
God, it's hot in here, boys.
Oh, it's that humid thunderstorm weather it's making us all glisten.
We have some huge humidity and some massive thunderstorms have been going on for days.
I think the humidity is about 3,000% in this room because of the lights.
I'm moist
Yeah.
as hell, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Whiskey won't help that either.
No.
I don't know, it's making me feel better already and I haven't
Oh,
even
yeah.
tasted it.
So there's peat, and then there's definitely getting a bit of the oak of the barrel in there. Bit of earthiness, you reckon?
Bit of
Beyond
earthiness,
underneath the peat?
a little bit of honey. Tiny bit.
Yeah. Nice sweet little honey.
But almost floral honey though. Not like sweet honey.
So some exotic bees visiting some fancy plants. Getting
Bees that
that
have feasted
fancy
on
honey.
M&Ms.
That... Yeah, that was an actual thing. They actually had some honey that came out with some more funny colours.
Yeah, it came out blue, didn't it?
Yeah, it was all blue and all the stuff, and then
Yeah.
they traced it back. And it was an M&M plant.
Oh, I wish M&Ms came in plants. I'd plant it.
If it wasn't for plants, we wouldn't have peat.
No.
Yeah, wow.
Peat,
Thank
Well,
God.
it's moss. Kind of, technically it's plant. Well,
Well, it's dead vegetable material.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just plant stuff.
Damn good stuff.
Well, whiskey is from grains, which come from plants too.
Yeah, it's all plant. It's natural product here. Purely natural
vegan
product.
friendly, mate.
Yes. Purely natural product.
Gluten free.
And the yeast, that's a natural product. Natural processes. Yep.
I'm ready for taste.
Yeah, I nearly just did.
I'm ready
I,
for taste.
All right, ching ching, boys.
Cheers. I
Cheers,
actually
lads.
had to stop myself then. The peat's a bit subtle.
Well, I was just going to say, like, initially there was that bit of heat from because of 46%?
Yes.
A little bit of heat for me.
48, sorry.
48, there you go. A little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
of heat for me,
yeah.
but then that peat starts to come through.
I had exactly the same experience on the first bit of the palate as it was starting to go down. Get the heat, and I thought, is that heat or is that...
And again, like Scotty said, there's a subtlety to it. It's not big, bold peat.
Yeah, it's not like Lagavulin peat. It's more like, I don't know how to explain
barn.
it. Yeah, maybe like a low bowmore.
But this is not either at all.
No.
But
It's a nice-
lingering.
Yeah, it's just sitting on there.
And it gets
speechless.
like you've got that initial real earthiness of the peat, and then as it's petering off, it's dropping back more into a subtle smoke.
Yeah, it is. You get that peat, and then there's that campfire. Just hangs around.
Yeah.
It's very distinct peat as well. It's not like iodine or anything. It is just straight campfire peat.
Yeah.
A smouldering wood.
Oh, that's...
And it's just that, and it's a very delicate hint of sweetness.
Yeah, it does bring us back to that honey that you were saying earlier, like the floral kind of honey. And
But it's just, it's beautifully soft.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not over peaty. It's not too florally and sweet, and it's a good balance. It really is nice.
Balanced very nicely, yeah.
What's his name again? I think it's Henry. Give me the check. I want to give him a thumbs up. Michael Henry. Oh, I had the Henry part, but yeah, that's his surname. So Michael Henry, thumbs up. That's some good stuff.
I was a bit slow on the uptake there.
Ah, it's all good, mate.
That's glorious.
Should we add a drop of water?
Yeah. All right.
Pass me the tube, I want to read. Are we sitting comfortably? Loch Lomond's whisky heritage can be traced back to the first recorded distillery, founded in Tarbet at the north end of Loch Lomond in 1840.
Aye.
The current Loch Lomond distillery, under the guidance of our master blender Michael Henry, is one of the most innovative in the Scotch whisky industry. Thanks to a combination of extra long fermentation, different types of malt still, and careful cask management in our on-site cooperage, Loch Lomond single malts are renowned for their underlying fruity character. Single casks and limited edition expressions are distilled using only the finest ingredients before being carefully matured in oak casks for the perfect harmony of flavour and aroma. Each Loch Lomond single cask is selected by master blender Michael Henry to showcase the unique and versatile distilling and maturation techniques of our single malts. This enables us to bottle single casks which can be lighter and packed with fruit character under the Inchmorran range, or introduce a variety of peat styles with the more intense ones under the Inchmorran range.
Now, when you were actually describing the characteristics and reading from it, and you were saying fruity, a little bit there when I had a sip, I did get honey and then like green pear. It was subtle, but there was honey then green pear. I was like, there's that honey. It was nice and rounded and smooth, and then there was something greeny, peary underneath it.
Greeny peary underneath it.
Yeah, like a green pear that's crunchy instead of soft.
Yeah, I get it.
The pear?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do understand that.
Maybe it's just that little bit of water that's not bringing it through.
That water didn't do much.
It didn't, like, nothing. I only added my usual 4 drips, but so drops.
Drips, drops,
Drips,
drips.
yeah.
I'm dripping.
Drink, drop, drip. Yeah, Jesus, I am too. It didn't really
softened
change
the
it.
peat a little for me, and I'm
soften
getting a little more of that honey. But yeah, I started to pick up what you were saying.
For me, it knocked off the alcohol, but and most of the subtleties. Like, I'm not getting the sweetness anymore. I'm just getting peat.
You're not getting the subtlety.
No, I'm just getting peat. That's
Oh, okay.
Oh, for me, that little bit of sweetness is still there.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the sweetness.
Because the right from the get go with that very first tasting, and again, it's a neck pour.
Yeah.
But this is more about the peat than anything else.
I'm going to go
But having said that, it's not monstrous peat. The peat itself is just enough.
I'm going for a cube.
So that's the second little taste I had after putting the water in. The first one, the peat opened up a little bit. It still had the sweetness and the little fruity. That little mouthful, the peat was there, but it instantly turned into rolling around into a butter honey on the palate. And then the more of the oaky fruitness come through. Is that a word, fruitness?
Yeah.
Fruitness.
Yes.
Oak fruitness came through at the end of the palate.
Okay, there we go.
But it's...
You got it? You found it?
I added about your size squirt,
Yep.
and yeah, so it's knocked the peat off a bit and some subtleties. But it's still, I'm getting sweetness now.
Yeah, that's definitely
Don't have
rolling around like butter. Caramel, honey.
smokiness.
It's very nice. It's not like an Isla at all. No iodine.
No.
None of that medicinal.
It's glorious.
It is just straight campfire. It's like your clothes after you've gone camping and the wind blew the campfire smoke into you.
Final thoughts. What do you think of this one?
Depending what you pay for it, could... Oh, well, it's hard to find, isn't it? So it wouldn't be a very good everyday drinker, but...
Well, this is a special release, but they do have the 12-year-old, which you can still get from them.
Well, I
And
find
then we omitted to actually look up online
a price.
a genuine retail. So
Yeah.
the only price that we know is what you've paid for it, which is a Whisky Club member's price.
I like it. It's...
Shit, I was going to say that.
Oh, in agreement.
Yes, yep. I'll third it.
Right, that's a wrap. For like the level of peat, it's super easy. It's like quite approachable. It's not like too overbearing. So if you're not a big fan of peat, you could still get along with this one.
It's quite well balanced in that regard, is in that you're not just getting the peat and you're struggling to find anything else in it. And the simple fact that the peat is there, it's not overpowering, and it just just rolls back into that smokiness just ever so nicely on the finish.
And with that honey and the sweetness, the fruit, very well balanced.
I usually get
Champion.
honey, but I missed it a bit on this.
Love it.
How much would you pay for it?
Oh, I'm thinking like 100 to 120.
Way to nail down the ballpark again, Steve.
Yeah. Well, it's better than 100 or 150 like last time.
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, I was going to say, like, around the 100, maybe 110 mark. I think, if it's retailing for around that, I think it's fantastic. If it's retailing for less, woohoo!
Oh yeah, that'd be such a steal if it's less.
So without postage, if I remember correctly, it was $115.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went through, and look, happy.
Yeah, there's
Happy
nothing
to pay
offensive about that.
Happy to pay that because it's a quality dram.
What would you give it out of 10?
9.1.
9.1? Splitting hairs? Where are you going?
Ooh, I reckon just a flat 9.
Flat niner?
Easy to drink and just nothing too offensive about it.
I'm going for the roundness. Nothing offensive. You get that little bit of fruit and the honey and the peat. I like the peat. That's a nice peat.
Of course you do.
I'm going to go 9.25.
See, the extra 0.1 was for how good the peat is and the way the peat finishes and lingers.
I'm giving it a 9.25.
Right on. Righteous.
So, get yourselves a bottle of the Loch Lomond Inchman.
If you
Inchman. No, you can get it.
It's still around?
Yeah, not this one though. But
Yeah.
unless you go to the Whisky Club and you can actually get this exact bottling because they ordered some more in. They've got some more, so I'm thinking I might actually get myself another bottle.
Hashtag not sponsored.
No, not sponsored. Not sponsored, but if you would like to sponsor us, we would happily review the whiskies. Yes.
Head us up.
Yeah, definitely. So, on that note, until next time, have a good one. Should we add a drop of water?
Yeah, I forgot about the dilution. I've got some, I think. Yep.
I could probably, it might get a bit salty, but I could
there it
probably
is.
just wipe it. Probably just wipe
Yeah,
a few
that's
drops
going to
off
be
the
a
head
bit,
into it.
a little salty.
So we maybe shouldn't do that.
Dilute. We're not?
No,
just without, not without
with the moisture
perspiration.
from my head.
Yeah.
I feel like there's definitely a cut in there. I didn't hear cue ball at all.